A Japanese man has been arrested because he had too many girlfriends.
Let him go.
Okay, so there's a little more to the story than that, but the Telegraph is reporting that this man intentionally had dozens of girlfriends at the same time because he wanted to get a steady flow of gifts, birthday gifts specifically.
Man, this is a complicated scam for a tiny amount of money, as you'll see in a second. But there's a lot of effort, man. 35 girlfriends. I don't envy the guy.
All right, I hadn't given the specific number yet, but thank you for stepping on my lines.
Sorry.
I'll go ahead and present the rest of the story. It's okay. All right, so Takashi Miyagawa is his name. Part-time worker is being investigated for allegedly defrauding at least 35 single women through his work by pretending he was serious about each of their relationships and receiving hundreds of pounds worth of gifts from them. So, okay, let's pause for a second. Maybe it's not as extreme in most cases when stuff like this happens. But I would venture to say that this type of behavior happens all the time across the world in many different dating contexts. Like wanting to go out and be treated to a nice dinner is sometimes a thing. So you'll say yes to a date, right?
Yeah.
You might not be serious about pursuing this person for a relationship, but they ask you out on a date, you're like, all right, I wanna have a nice dinner, you go for it. So in that case, are you defrauding that person and should you be arrested for it?
No, this is totally insane.
This is insane. Look, I'm a woman, I don't like to be lied to. Don't get me wrong, poor women, right? But arresting him for this is insane. It's just crazy.
Look, when they said hundreds of pounds, I was like, oh man, this guy, like, did he weight it? I'm like, Jesus, how many gifts did he get? Did he fill a room with it? Is this a treasure chest? What is this? No, they just mean as in British pounds. That's not that much money at all. Yeah. That's not even $1,000.
$766 worth of gifts.
Who cares? $766? And by the way, like he's like at first you hear it and you're like 35 women at once, respect, right? I don't know if I'm allowed to say that anymore, but it's like, I'm like, wow, right?
Who the hell can manage that though?
That's the second thing you think, like, are you nuts?
I don't want 35 men in my life, that sounds awful.
Yeah, well, I hear you, definitely. Have you met men? But look, the idea of trying to keep up with 35 partners, that's crazy, that's impossible. And all you got in return was $766 of gifts? Dude, and by the end, I started to think he went from hero to an idiot. Like you wasted all that time. By the way, if you just focus on one, if your job was to like, if you thought like the whole scam is about getting gifts, just pick the richest one and they probably would have given you 10 times that much.
If your end goal is $766 worth of gifts.
Yeah.
I would argue good time management skills would require you to find a side hustle where you work a few hours or whatever, maybe a few days, and you make that money and you buy yourself whatever the hell you want. It's far more easy to do it that way than have 35 different partners that you're lying to simultaneously. And besides which, when you have that many people involved in this scam, like you need Jack involved. You need some spreadsheets, right?
I know. How do you keep up?
How do you keep up with all of it?
So you understand? He at least thought through. I don't want to be overwhelmed on my actual birthday because then I'm going to have to run between all 35 women. So he gave them all different birthdays. So he would get presents throughout the year. But then Anna's right. You totally need a spreadsheet to remember all the lies. Did I tell her April 17th or May 17th? Which one was in June and which, I mean, geez, and Lord mercy, this is the worst scam in world history.
He told a 47-year-old woman that his birthday was on February 22nd, a 40-year-old woman that his birthday was in July, a 35-year-old woman that it was in April. However, his real birthday is believed to be, it doesn't matter when his real birthday is. It doesn't matter even a little bit.
Why, are we gonna send him a gift on his actual birthday?
Yeah, exactly, no, but here's the other thing. Love languages exist. People have different love languages, and receiving gifts for some people is like the ultimate love language. Like my mom is like that, right? For me, it's like take out the trash for me. Like I'm the happiest person, like little tasks, right? Those little tasks demonstrate to me how much you love me, right?
Yeah.
So everyone's got different thing. I would say my second love language is, telling me that you love me, like saying sweet nothings, like whatever. Okay. I forget what the word is for, or the phrase is for that type of love language. In this case, this guy loves gifts. I would be annoyed if 35 different people that I'm not scamming gave me a gift on my birthday. I don't want gifts. It's clutter, it's junk. Please keep it for yourself, or spend the money on yourself or your family. Like, it's amazing how different people are.
100%. It's a great point about the different love languages. If you haven't heard about that, you should really look into that. There's different ways that people communicate love to one another. And if you communicate love in different ways and you're in a relationship, you might get really frustrating. You keep waiting for fill in the blank, right? Gifts, and the other person never gives gifts, because to them, that's not expressing love at all, right? You're gonna be shocked to find out I'm more verbal. I care more about talking, and I care less about taking out the garbage. But that's why, to me, I agree. The 35 gifts, I don't even want them.
Yeah.
I barely can muster up if somebody says to me, "What do you want?" It takes me like 5 years to figure out a gift I want. So I mean, 222, I'm lucky, right? But I just don't care. So he spent so much time and effort. Even the smallest part-time job would have gotten them that. And if you were gonna do it right. Find someone who's pretending to be a billionaire but has a lot of money, has set up a lot of companies. They've all gone bankrupt, so you obviously can't run his businesses. It'll be easy to take a lot of money from him, wait for him to become president, then rearrange your prenup so you can get the most out of him, and then divorce him fairly soon after. Oh, that hasn't happened yet, and I don't know who I might be referring to. Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.